WhatsApp or Skype chat to our friends over the world. Am I pulling your hair?
You are.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
So we've just had a beautiful big rainstorm here in Merida, and it's the first one we've really had in over a month. So it's really freshened the air. It's been beautiful.
It's been threatening all week.
Yeah, it put a power out. The electricity's gone off. So Michelle and I thought, well, whilst we've got no power, I've got a little bit of juice in my phone, we'll go for a stroll around the Monteo, the centre, and just see if anyone comes in to say hello, and if hopefully I can read. We're not going to have the second phone going, so I just turn you can see the rain on the street.
A bit of a wash.
Hello, is that Ruby? Hey Ruby. Ruby
Hey,
Slippers
Ruby.
in. And it is going to be a short live stream because I've only got about 50% power on the phone, and the streets, we've lost all the electricity in this area. And it was, but it's so refreshing because it's been a hot, as you probably know from my last video, it was a hot bit of weather we've been having. Let me just turn that back. Ben, I don't know, I haven't sent any sort of announcements of us coming out, so...
We're going to swim across this road.
Yeah, we'll have to go out wide. Want to start this? So we can't get across this road, so we're going to go out wide. So how is everybody? Michelle and I have been a little bit quiet because, well, to be frank, there's not a lot been going on. And we're having a bit of a break. But we miss you all. And it's always good to come on. We're in Merida in Yucatan, Mexico, Ruby. And we've been here for quite some time, actually. I better put my readers on so I can see.
You're in charge. I'm doing nothing today.
Carl, how are you? We good? Love life? Good to see you. So yeah, we're in the beautiful city of Merida. I wonder if I can put the sunnies over the top. Whoops, no, that's not working. Does that work?
Okay, yes, try that.
Try that.
Is that going to work?
It kind of works, doesn't it?
There you are.
Does that work?
That looks all right to me.
Okay. I can't see a damn thing though.
Don't fall over.
But I can see clearly now the
You write any comments?
who's writing any comments. So if you say hello.
It's quiet out on the streets, isn't
There's
it?
a guy here. I'll just show you. He's always here on this corner, pretty much 24/7. He's homeless, and he sits on this corner because there's free internet and free electricity, and he's got an iPad. It's the level of homelessness in this day and age. He's got an iPad. Oh no, he's got a mobile phone, and he usually sits there watching videos. Just on that corner, and he's got a friend, another guy that comes along who's got an iPad.
Yeah, his friend's got the iPad, isn't he? So wow, quiet along here.
So it's low season now. Generally in Yucatan, in Merida, it's low season during April through to May. I think the weather gets very hot, so we were told this is sort of the low season.
I think it stays now right through till after September now. It was after the spring break, that's it.
Yeah, and the Easter Easter weekend was really busy, and now it's slowed right down. There's only about 3 people in our hotel, which is quite nice. 3 people, no electric, and a beautiful rainstorm.
All the plants are desperately...
Oh, I'm missing the comments. Chris is in. Hi, Chris. Sorry, I must have hit one of the weird buttons and lost us. So Chris is in. Miku, hi. Had lunch. Yeah, we had a beautiful fruit salad. Michelle made it actually.
Fruit platter, we had papaya, mango, avocado, banana, and olives, and anything else that I've forgotten. That was it.
Hey, buenos dias. How are you, man? Pablo's in.
Hi, Pablo.
Carl. It's very different to the Melbourne heat here. Melbourne never gets this hot, really, never gets this hot and this humid. The humidity here is what probably makes it feel a lot hotter. So it's been around about 40 degrees Celsius most days, but the humidity is right up there in the sort of high level, so it feels a little bit. So there's a few vehicles out now.
And they will come out.
Everybody's rushing out.
Probably because they got no electric at home.
Yeah.
So that's provided the car.
There's a whole section of the town, city, whatever you want to call Merida, that's lost its electric. But I've noticed there's a few places that have got lights on, so maybe this street, Monteo, or maybe they've got generators. Now let me just make sure I've got. Pablo, how are you, man? The food is good, although we're actually having a healthy day today. So we had a beautiful fruit salad with a little bit of some olives, some stuffed olives. It's really good. Yes, we do some of our own, not so much cooking, food preparation.
What you can cut up and put on a plate.
Yeah, we keep talking about maybe trying to find our own place, but it's easier to say than it is to do, and we're being a little lazy and trying to, we just like the hotel we're in at the moment. And the people are good, so we're being a little lazy and not moving on. Although we probably should and get our own place and do a little bit more. What was I going to say? Somebody asked a question and I was going to answer it and I think I got sidetracked. Let me just turn this over this side. Make sure we'll swap sides. Do you like my new sunglasses? Michelle got them for my birthday. They're Ray-Bans with the crystal lenses, really nice. And
You should show all the buildings along here.
And these are Michelle's new sunnies that she got for her birthday. Our birthdays are quite close. So, yeah, these beautiful old buildings, look, they're mansions, really. So, the street is called Monteo. I think it's got a slightly longer name than just Monteo. Paseo de Monteo. Oh yeah, look.
Rather nice.
Do you get that with the phone? Yeah, I think we get a reasonable. Which means it's going to get hot and humid again very soon. Probably in the next. We were only about what are we, about 4 o'clock or so?
Something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
4:30.
So.
The forecast is saying rain for the next 4 days, but I'm not anticipating it's going to go on that long.
Now I've got a pair of reading glasses underneath these. I probably should have got lenses for them, but
then you can't wear them normally.
then I can't see a thing.
Further away, speaking out.
So it was a big storm with thunder and lightning, that sort of stuff that often we'll see power outages. No, thank you. So, I'm not going to make this a long. Let me put these. This is feeling really weird. I'm going to put these up so I can just read and. I can pop these a little bit lower down and I can sort of see over the top, just like a headmaster. Where we go, we're just out for a walk because the rains have stopped. And we're heading down what is called Paseo, which is a famous area of Merida. We're good, Agent Wobot. And it's a lot of people, they like cycling. They've got the green light lanes down here for the cyclists and roller skates and what have you. I'll just step out into the street. You can. At the end, it's got a very nice roundabout as well with a big Yucatecan sort of feature at the end, but we're not going to go down that far. Pablo, we only came to Merida for probably a week or so, and we've been here over a month, and we're with no intention of moving on anytime soon because we're just sort of trying to trying to work out what to do next. And this weekend is Anzac weekend, so I think we might do some Anzac cookies in the hotel. I don't know if any of you have seen the Anzac cookie recipe that I had on the channel for those lovely cookies. I baked some about 5 or 6 days ago for the hotel just to give a sort of test to see how they come. They are the most delicious cookies. If you haven't had them before, Anzac cookies, they got a little bit of coconut, oatmeal. We haven't got golden syrup, and I could make some. I've got a recipe for golden syrup as well. But yeah, they're like an oatmeal cookie, sticky. Am I calling them cookies?
Cookies,
they're not, they're biscuits. It's against the law in Australia to call them cookies. So Anzac biscuits. So this weekend we'll be celebrating. I've got my Australian flag, I might put that up.
Well, this, the next weekend, it's the weekend now. So
Oh yeah, a week from now. And I think we'll still be here a week from now.
we haven't worked out where we're going, what we're doing.
Bickies, that's right.
Bickies.
Carl.
Now tomorrow, I don't know if you'll be watching, but it's Byron's birthday tomorrow.
Is it Byron?
It's Byron's birthday.
Happy birthday, Byron. And we've been eating all sorts of really unhealthy food at the moment. The food here in Merida is fantastic. The other day we went out with a friend of ours, Rick. If you see this, Rick, hello, other Rick. And we went to Tortilla, down by the market. Tacos, really, yeah.
We had a torta and you had tacos.
Look at this place behind me. It's a complete mansion of a house. The bread here is, well, the tortillas are lovely. The bread is not the best.
Hit and miss.
You know, if you want the Western style bread, you know, rolls and things, it's a little bit hit and miss, we're finding. Hello, Panda. So, but there is actually not far, actually probably only about a block over behind this building here, there's a French cafe. I was going to say bakery, it's not actually a bakery. There's a French cafe that does good baguettes.
You've got to be quick.
but they don't have a lot. So it is. Shall we have a little? So I'm going to have a little sit here, Michelle. I just want to sit down, have a little talk. There's a pub opposite us called Hennessy. That's my friend's favourite bar. It's an Irish bar, and they had a bit of a thing going a couple of weeks ago with St Patrick's Day. And yeah, this weekend, or a week from now, is Anzac Day, which is sort of our Australian Remembrance Day, and we often like to make Anzac biscuits. So Michelle and I will probably be able to enjoy some Anzacs, and I'll probably share them out over the... Hey Spoink, how are you? Yeah, the birds are loving. Well, this is the first rain that we've had in probably over a month, and I think everybody's loving it. It was a beautiful big storm, really heavy storm. So how is everybody? Any questions? Because we haven't got a lot to say, to be honest, have we, Michelle? I'm sorry we haven't really done a great deal, but we're not walking from John O'Groats to Land's End anymore, so that's that finished. We're just sort of vegging around, trying to work out what we're going to do next. Happy birthday, Carl. It's also Byron Chandler's birthday tomorrow. One of our long-term subscribers, so happy birthday to you all. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Colin Byron. Happy birthday to you. What next? Chris, in this time, we're not sure. We got a lot of ideas. We're just not quite pulling them off.
Changes daily, doesn't it?
Price of things are going up in somewhere. In Los Angeles, Arthur says. I think he's not talking about the price, but anyway, thank you, Arthur. I couldn't tell you anything about the news. I don't follow any news. I know that might sound a bit flippant, but I just don't watch. Aries War, how are you? Love from Mexico. We would like to go home for a little while. We'd like to go back and see the family for a couple of months at least, maybe 2 or 3 months back to Australia, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So we're just sort of soaking up Merida. I'm sorry we're not. I made some videos, but I think I explained in the last video. I want to cross over, walk down a little further, Michelle, because of the music from Hennessy's. Hennessy's are playing "Nice Day for a White Wedding" by, is it Billy Idol? Billy Idol? So if any of you want next weekend to make some Anzac biscuits and feel a little bit Australian, I will get and put the link down below this video, but I haven't got it yet. If anyone wants to find that link and post it in the comments.
I won't be able to post it. Only Ben can post it.
Can he?
Yeah, he's only moderator.
Ah, okay.
Oh, Brenda, she's a moderator.
Is Brenda in there? No.
Sally.
Well, we didn't announce this.
We didn't. I will put it in the description, if I remember, along with the golden syrup.
Yeah, well, the birds are really chirping, and there's sort of twigs and there's a lot of if you look on the ground, there's a lot of branches down, but small branches, and a lot of leaves, because it really is. It was quite a. I'll just show you. Whoops! Try not to get killed.
Oh, another one.
So you can see. Yep, it's well, Anzac Day is a big day across Australia, and we always try to make Anzac biscuits on that day. Anzac biscuits are interesting because they actually have a sort of legal formula. You know, there's an absolute recipe that you should follow when you make Anzac biscuits, and they should not be called cookies. They were the biscuits that they made to send out to the troops during the Second World War. I think it was sent from the Australian New Zealand forces. Where you going, Michelle? You're miles away. Michelle's, you're miles away.
I was looking at the car.
All right. So I haven't done a live stream for a while. We just wanted to say hello. I have got unlimited data at the moment, so I could do more, but it is, what time is it here? It's 5:30 in the afternoon. Hello, Panda.
We knew there was a big rainstorm coming. We didn't quite know how big it was going to be, so that we couldn't really plan today.
No, I did say I would do it to Michelle. I'd do a live stream today, but because it's been a week, I think, since we did a live stream. But then we had a power cut and a big rainstorm, and yeah, we're in good spirits. We're just a little bit lazy, a little bit lost, a little bit slow. That'll be nice. Having Anzac service in Los Angeles, Arthur says. Hey, Spoink. Good to see you too. Well, this is a boring little street. Nothing
yes.
down here. It looks like a. I think this might. Is this the gold reserve?
Yes, yes.
I think this might be. See, with the razor wire over the top here. I think this could be the gold, the sort of local gold reserve. Look, here's an old Vocho. Vocho. The Mexicans call them Vochos, Volkswagen Beetles. There are tens of thousands of old Beetles and Volkswagen vans here in Mexico. More Beetles than vans, but tens of thousands of them. But this road is a bit rough, isn't it? Bit rough. Someone want to chuck me some questions so I can just sort of maybe have a little... You wonder if there'd be anything this year, but there's... Everything's a mess this. You would have thought it would have been over, wouldn't you? There's a car coming down, you can't see it off in the future, in the distance there, coming through the water, look. That's how much rain we've had. Carl, how much would you need to eat out on an average day, would you say, Michelle? You want to have a guess, or? So it depends a great deal if you drink. We have a friend here who likes to have a drink with every meal, and eat literally with every meal, so he would probably always run up a good couple of hundred pesos on his drinks bill. But let's just take drinks out of the scenario. So up to you if you drink. If you want a soft drink, you're going to pay around about 20 to 40 pesos for a drink. If you want alcohol, well, the sky's the limit. You can pay what you want. You can get a really nice meal here.
I like a plate,
100 to 150 pesos. So if somebody wants to quickly work out what that is, 150 pesos maximum for a decent plate of food here in Merida. And less than that. I mean, where there's a place not far from here, barely maybe 4 blocks on this Paseo Street, where you can get a really nice pulled pork hamburger roll for around about 70 pesos, 80 pesos, under 100 anyway. So, but you can pay, a lot more than that. Good day, Isabel. Hey. Hey, Steve Owens. You can get a hey, Isabel. So, oh yeah, car from Chiapas. It's an area we were thinking of heading to. It's a lot cooler if you head up into the mountains. So let me just see that comment then. Arthur, there's an interesting cheese history here. Let's walk back, Michelle, because I don't think I want to go. No. Yeah, everything's closed at the moment because of the power off, and also because it's a quiet Sunday. It should be quite busy. So there's an interesting history here in Merida, or in the Yucatan area, because at one time the Dutch came over. There's been historically different sort of conquistadors or people that came and tried to bring their culture to this area, but the Dutch brought with them Edam cheeses. So consequently here in Merida particularly, there are these great big balls of Edam cheese, a queso de bollo, ball of cheese, ball of queso, and they're quite a size. They're about sort of 3 to 4 pounds, 1.5 kilos. They're quite a big size ball, and they're really popular here. So there must be somewhere in the region where they produce these cheeses, but outside of that, the cheeses tend to be more like the style of the Mexican styles of cheeses you get, which are more like a sort of paella and the likes. So I don't know a great deal more than that, except for they do a really nice Edam cheese. Now, having said that, the Edam cheese itself also is not really like an Edam cheese. It's more like a young cheddar cheese. Is it wrapped up in wax? I can't remember.
I think it might be, yes.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it originates from the Edam, isn't it?
Yeah, so you'll see it a lot here. A lot of big round red balls of Edam cheese. The locals are very friendly. People here are wonderful. Barry Manilow official. G'day, Barry. Okay, yeah, so Buenos Aires has just put up there, it's about $7.50. Yeah, for a plate of food. I mean, for decent, I'm talking about really, like you can get for about 120, 130 pesos, you can get a really nice chicken Caesar salad. If you want to eat really local food though, let's take it down a notch, because I'm kind of talking about this street here, which is where all the tourists tend to come. Swap over again, Michelle. That arm's aching a bit. We went yesterday near the market, the central market here, the Mercado. Well, it's not actually Mercado.
Lucas something.
Lucas de Galvez?
Yes, Lucas de Galvez.
So Mercado Lucas de Galvez, I think. I may have got it wrong, but we only realised we've got. Oh, it's a long story. I'm not going to tell you it. We've been calling it the wrong thing for the last 2 weeks, so I think it's there are some great local taquerias, and there's guys with the Pastor, which is very much influenced from Central Eastern Europe, from Turkey and Greece and places like that. The meat on the big spit that rolls around the fire. Here it's called Pastor. And I had just a couple of tacos. The tacos were only about 8 pesos, 10 pesos each. So a pastor taco was about 8 pesos, 10 pesos. So we're talking about a dollar or less than a dollar. Hang on, no. How much is?
I think about 10. Is it 10 to the dollar? A US dollar.
Okay, so that. Yeah. Gordon, how are you, man? So, and my friend. Michelle and I just had a taco meal, but my friend ordered, what did Rick order?
He ordered a torta with the pastor meat in it.
He ordered a torta. Now that he should have known, because the price was 80 pesos, and which is cheap. I mean, it's inexpensive, but we never really thought, well, if the tacos are only about 10 pesos, why was the torta 80 pesos? But then it arrived at his table and it was huge. I mean, it was like this. And it was full of pastor, which is basically a pork that's slow roasted on a spit. Yeah, I know some people were worried that we weren't around, but I'm sorry, we've just been a little out of salts.
Having a little bit of a break from the.
And a bit of a break.
The brain's still working, but we're not getting anywhere at the minute.
The wheel is still turning, but the hamster's dead, as I like to say.
Mango tree somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, mango on the floor. That one.
Which one?
That one.
Oh, look at the mangoes up there. Look.
They are up there, not ready yet.
Look, you might be able to see them. Look, I just pull in close. Look at the mangoes up there.
There's a couple of mango trees around here.
40 cents. Okay. Thank you, Buenos Aires.
And you just had a couple of those, so we needed really that time, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's and they were with some pastor and some little bit of pineapple, like they tend to have the pineapple in there. Thanks, Pablo.
The green salsa.
And then I put a little bit of spicy salsa on there as well. But our friend Rick, and you saw Rick, he was the drunk lout that was in one of our videos a few weeks ago. But he's a lovely guy.
And yes, we did go out to dinner with him.
We did. Rick hasn't got a big appetite. So when this thing turned up, it was the size of a small child in a cot.
Cut a third off.
Cut a quarter.
Oh, was it?
Only a quarter.
Off, and then took the rest.
Took the rest home with him. So, so all good. So let me just see if there's any comments there I've missed. Yes, Gordon. Sorry, man. We'll catch up. You know, we'll catch up. Sometimes you need a month or so just to sort of recharge your batteries. Wow, must be a gas invasion somewhere. This is the strangest thing. This couple here ahead of us, they've got like, there's a normal couple, but that couple there, we've got like World War II gas masks on. My Lord. They don't look at all ridiculous. Well, they do actually, no, they do look as ridiculous as I've ever seen. I wish I caught that. Did you see it behind? Probably, maybe you saw it behind. They've literally got like World War II gas masks on their faces. And they're walking with the sense of, oh Lord, dear me. I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, they were good tacos as well, Pablo. They were really good. The pastor was huge. The actual pastor that the guy was cutting up, he was slicing it up, was bigger. It was literally bigger than the guy that was cutting it up. This little place here, this is an Italian restaurant, but it's really touristy. I mean, it's probably similar prices to in Italy, but yeah, it is what it is. But look at the setting. It's a lovely street. Apart from the World War II refugees down the end there. Obviously heading home to their bunker. He just sneezed. He sneezed twice. Right, look. He just sneezed. What a COVID risk. So, voilà. Yes, it does look French, even Italian. Wow, you know, look at this building behind me.
You couldn't even say Spanish, couldn't you, really?
Well, it is got some Spanish influence, but I feel almost Italian. Particularly when you go into the centro, which is about 15 minutes walk in that direction, you get to Centro. There's a real sort of Italian feel to the architecture, sort of Romanesque type feel. And I think there certainly were quite a lot of Italians in this area. Our friend Juan's family is Italian, historically. So yes. It feels lush now, Gordon, because we've just had the most beautiful rainstorm with bolts of lightning. So it's really freshened the place up, which is really nice. If I say really any more times, I'll be like the really guy.
Because we've had 43 plus for over a week, 10 days. And
really strong humidity, really high humidity. So it's been a little bit draining. Really strong.
Are you sure? Is that really?
I'm really sure.
Okay.
I'm really sure.
My head.
See, Michelle's got this plait, and I put my arm around her, and then her head's sort of locked.
I've got to keep it still.
So this is one of our favourite little streets to walk down. You look at this little house here, how pretty this is. Oh, there's rain coming off of those trees. Look, 495A Paseo. That would be an absolute gorgeous house to have, wouldn't it? Now I'm guessing, because of the lock that's on the door, which is basically a drop lock, that is a Airbnb.
Absolutely.
That's a nice place. 495A Paseo.
Go and check it out.
So the Taco Chronicles season 1, watch it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Pablo. We're looking for something good to watch at the moment. So Pablo says there's a good Netflix series called the Taco Chronicles.
Okay.
It's in season 1. It's, what's one called? The Pastor.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Well, I tell you what, my favorite tacos are carnitas. I think, anyway, at the moment, the Pastor is pretty good, but I love the carnitas. Or I also quite like the res.
Oh, yeah.
Carnita de res?
Carne de res.
No, it's another name though. It's
No?
see,
Okay. He likes those ones.
which is the cow's head tacos. They're pretty good. Watch the film Nobody. It's great. Hang on, did I miss something there, Gordon? You watched the film Nobody. It's great. Oh,
Called Nobody.
I maybe I've missed some of the. Gordon, help me out, man. Michelle's put her ponytail over the top. Look over the top. Save me locking her in.
Oh, I just got ready. I beat into
Oh, Benny. Ben's in.
Hi, Ben.
Ben, I'm sorry I didn't mess you. We've had trouble with the internet today. We've had power issues, and the whole power is in the area where we're staying at the moment. The power is off, so we come out for a walk. I'm pretty low down on my power here on the phone, down to 30%. I'll probably get a warning shortly.
We need you to find the Anzac biscuits, Ben, and put the link up, please.
Yeah, Ben, stick an Anzac biscuit there. We're saying next weekend is Anzac Day, Sunday. Is it Sunday, Michelle, next Sunday? So next Sunday is Anzac Day. We're probably going to be making Anzacs for the people in our hotel. We had a little test run last week. They were a bit runny, weren't they?
We need to adjust them slightly.
Adjust the flour slightly. Anzac biscuits. There he is. Sharp as a pebble.
Thank you, Ben.
Sharp as a pebble.
Steve's doing all the work today. I've not even got my phone out. He's got to read, talk, answer, do everything, haven't you?
About 3 weeks ago, it was National Women's Day, I think you might remember.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a bit of a thing in the town here, and the girls were in this, behind this building here, behind this building and over a bit is a square called Santa Ana Square, and they had a big I was going to say demonstration, but it wasn't really a demonstration. It was an event, a gathering for
I think they started
International
there.
Women's Day.
There.
But sadly, about the only thing that the girls left behind was a real mess. They painted this statue, this beautiful statue that's here. I'll just turn the camera around to it. And they defaced the whole statue with a lot of ugly paints, which they haven't been able to wash off.
I think they've been attempting to clear it off, but not.
And I think this is, I should know, I think these are some of the conquistadors here, so maybe that was a reason, a bit of a protest maybe. But they just made a bit of a mess. So that was not so good. Women, Cortez, maybe. Man, I'm missing half. I think I'm missing everything.
You just get on the end of it.
Somebody's forgotten to drive.
Oh no.
So, you see this ahead of me here is a nice little, it's the Merida sort of symbol, these little chairs. They have them all over Merida. They're little love seats, sort of. And there's a quite a nice little drawing of them there. Michelle, I've never noticed that before.
Well, there's usually stalls in front of here, food stalls, but they're not out.
Yes. Pablo, take care, man. If you're off, thank you for joining us. Lovely to see you. Would be lovely to see you in the flesh again one day, man. So the statue is depicting Francisco de Monteo, known as El Adelantado, and his son named Francisco. Can't hear anything. I'm missing it. A lot of the restaurants are closed because of the storm. They've had an electric outage. So, and we've had about a couple of hours. Look, I'll show you the sort of water that the deluge that we had has left some of the streets blocked. Oh yeah, we might get splashed. Thank you, Arthur, filling in the gaps. So this is actually this is a road here, look. So this is one of the roads. We better hope we don't have a car come through it and splash us. So yeah, we could. I will do. I said it last time. We will try and do more live streams. Should we go round to the Park Santa Ana?
Yep.
Okay, over you go first. Big step over the water. So we're just heading to Park Santa Ana. There's actually usually the Santa Ana Park, I think, would have a lot of food stalls and a market there, but that's all gone because of obviously reasons. Thank you, Gordon. I'm going to turn the camera around because I'm floundering a little bit. Even this little street is flooded. Let's have a little look in this store here. So this place here has got different tequilas, all sorts of little knickknacks. These little Mexican statues. These are the little, this looks like it. These are little, oh, what are they called, Michelle? For making milkshakes, not a milkshake. Atoli, like a little Atoli jugs. So I'm probably running out of stuff to talk about, to be honest. We have been in this little Chinese place over here, Wing Chang. That's a nice little place. They do some really cool Chinese food in there, Wing Chang. If you're ever in Merida, check them out. There are a lot of Chinese places all over the town, but that one I recommend. There's a young lad in there called Stephen, so that's why I recommend it. And he's from South China, and so I can speak a little bit of Cantonese when I go in, and I did when I met him. So this last little thing I'm going to show you. No, gracias. So these are those chairs. Everyone's seen them before. We're going to end our stream sat in one of these chairs. I think that one looks a bit wet, Michelle. This one. No, we're not going to be sat in one of these chairs. They're all a bit damp.
We'll just stand around by them.
We don't have any real immediate plans. We're really struggling with plans at the moment. We go between sort of desperately wanting to go home to, just chilling and trying to sort of
we're just at we're at
a crossroads.
We're at a crossroads.
All right.
And soon
but it'll all come good.
Lights will let us go.
No, we're all good. We're really happy. We're chilled. We're relaxed. There's nothing wrong with us. It's just that we're we're at a bit of a sort of like a stalemate at the moment, and it can go. We've traveled a long time, as a lot of you know, and try that again. A lot of you know. So anti-sleeping bench. No, it's not an anti-sleeping bench, but I know what you mean. It's got that sort of feel, right? But it's they're actually sort of, well, if I were to sit here, and Michelle, you go and stand where you would sit.
I'm not going to sit there.
No, we're not going to sit because it's wet. And then you sort of you sit and chat to each other.
You will face me.
The rain is coming back, everybody. We're going to have to go and find some shelter if it comes down heavy again. And I'm only down to 20% on my phone, so it'll. Well, it was good to chat with you all. And Michelle and I...
It was very impromptu. We thought, go for a walk, let's live stream.
Well, I'd actually decided not to do a live stream today because of the storm and the fact that we powered out, and we could have carried power blocks around with us for our walk today. But the rain is coming back. I'm getting rained on. So we're going to sort of say goodbye to you all and head somewhere for a bit of shade. I haven't got enough power to stay on. It literally is starting to go into sort of green mode.
It suddenly will die.
Yeah.
So rather than die,
we will stop it.
Yeah.
So love to you all, everybody, wherever you are. Send any questions you want to put down below, and I will try and do another live stream shortly.
Soon.
Take care. Be good. Anzac Day next weekend. Check out the video. Make some Anzac biscuits. Michelle and I will be doing so. Love to you all.
Take care now. Bye.
Bye.